If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine. And maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them. From disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey guys, it's Harold here, and if you're planning on listening to this podcast and enjoy it, I just want to warn you that around like 6, 7, 8 minutes in, our new microphone setup starts echoing each other, and it's kind of annoying. So if you still want to listen, I encourage you to listen because we talk about some really interesting, fun things. But if you don't want to hear weird echoing microphones, then I encourage you not to listen. But there's some funny stuff. We talk about Spain, we talk about bags, talk about comic books. I'm adorable, and Hanley is here. So if you like any of those things, you're going to enjoy it. If you don't like echoing microphones, you're not going to enjoy it. But don't worry, it's just this one episode where we try something new and it didn't work out. But that's what life's all about, trying things and then keeping the mistakes and sharing the mistakes with the world so the world knows, hey, guess what? I'm not perfect. I'm close to perfect. I'm beautiful, but I'm not perfect. I'm just real close to it. And I'm so almost perfect that I echo. It's a new day, Noonan! Yes, it is. I moved really far away from my microphone when I did that, and I think I still was too loud. It is me, your boy, Harold. Hark the herald sings, glory to Harold his God. I'm just kidding. Oh, that is called, I was going to say misogyny, but that's not what it's called. What do you call it when you are mocking God? What do you call that?
Satanism.
Is it Satanism? Sacrilegious.
That's the word.
That's the word
the other
I was
S.
looking for. She got it. She got the S right. I am joined today by the always beautiful and perfect and has no flaws Hanley, which is also my girlfriend. And because I said that, she's going to touch my butt later. Yes. I just got one. Oh, she just touched my butt. Spoiler alert. This is the uncensored version. I got my butt touched. What's that noise? Oh, that's a cat.
That's the cat scratching the mat.
We're using a new microphone setup today, so if you're hearing this and you're like, this doesn't sound as good as it usually sounds when he has a guest on his podcast, then let me know. Send me an email at noonantimewithharold@gmail.com, or message me on Facebook, or message me on Instagram, or text me at 678-877-9070. That's where you can reach Harold. I might edit that part out. We'll see what happens. Well, see, my phone number's already all over the place because of the entertainment company. So I feel like it's okay. I didn't give out your phone number.
Thank you. I really would rather.
I don't have it memorized. So, do you know my phone number by heart? Now you probably do.
There were some 9s and some 7s after 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. You know what? No, maybe I was going to tell them about the Wells Fargo thing, but then they'll know my PIN code.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's pretty funny. So I won't tell you, but it's something about Wells Fargo and something about my PIN code being part of Wells Fargo. If I had explained it at all, you would have thought it was really funny, but I'm not explaining it. See, now I feel like I just want to give out all my information. I'm not actually concerned with someone stealing my identity, and maybe I should be. Have you ever known anyone who has their identity stolen?
Okay, so my identity was not stolen. However, my email was hacked, which gave them access to, you know how every time you lose a password, it's like, oh, well, we'll send you an email. So once they got my email, they got my Amazon account. They got some of my credit card stuff. It was a whole thing. Somebody bought an iPhone from Walmart. So that was a pain. So
that's probably worse than having your identity stolen. Because if you have your identity stolen, they can do something cool and turn you into a secret agent. But if they just steal your credit card information, then that sucks. They bought an iPhone?
Yeah.
What'd you have to do to get
It actually all worked out fine. I was able to be
You
like,
got a new
yo.
iPhone.
No, because it went to, like, not here. I don't know where it was going.
Spain. Spaniards steal.
That seems like a bad criminal. If you, like, order an iPhone and send it to yourself.
Send it straight to Spain.
Where was it going to go? I don't know. I don't know who it was, but I got my stuff figured out and I changed my password. And that's why they say don't make your password the same for everything.
I don't do that, I don't think. My password to everything used to be Goldberg123. Like the wrestler Goldberg. Goldberg123 was my password for the longest time. And then when The Undertaker lost at WrestleMania to Brock Lesnar, so The Undertaker was 2-1, or 21-1, I changed it to Goldberg211, because then it meant I could think about wrestling in that terms. But then now I've changed it, and it's not that anywhere. But you might be able to find an old account of mine that still uses Goldberg211 as a password. And if you do, have at it. It's all you.
That'll be like your MySpace.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm worried that my password to something very important is Goldberg211. In which case, whoops, welcome to my identity. You get to be me, you Spaniard. Is that an okay thing to joke about, Spaniards being criminals? I don't know if it's true.
No, I don't think that is a stereotype.
What are some stereotypes about Spaniards?
That's the road we're going down. What did you just open that was an email from PETA? He just opened up the browser tab, and it is an email from
Because I'm going to read the email that PETA sent me. We're going to get into that. We were going to save that for later.
Sorry.
Stereotype, all Spanish eat paella. Okay, I don't know what that is. What is that?
I don't know.
All Spaniards love bullfights. Every Spaniard plays flamenco music.
Okay.
Spanish are lazy. Stereotype number 5, late dinners and late nights. Catholicism is in Spain. So I guess number 1 is all Spanish eat paella. It's P. How do you say that?
It's paella.
Paella?
That's my best guess because double L's makes like a Y.
It's Paella.
It seems like the stereotypes there are just things that happen there, but I guess the stereotype is that everyone does it. The fact that there are no, like, obviously terrible stereotypes is good. It's a good place.
It is a rice dish.
Okay. So not good for
Paella.
diabetes boy.
Paella. Paella pronunciation.
Oh my
We're having
goodness.
fun.
I think it's paella.
Pronounce.
Oh,
Paella.
the exact same thing.
Well, you've been saying the whole time. You know, we're learning a lot about Spain today, this morning. I don't know when you're listening to this, but for us, it is 10:15. This is the latest we've ever recorded a podcast. It's late. It's been a long day. But we're here. So, yeah, last episode, I talked about PETA coming to Noonan. And during that episode, I said, I don't even know what PETA does. And what they did do is they sent me an email letting me know exactly what they do. And they sent it to, like, my official Noonan Time with Harold email. So they had to, like, do some digging to figure out where to send it. And this is what they said. This is from Wes Burdett. That's wburdett@peta.org if anyone would like to email him. It says, Hi, Harold, and thank you for covering PETA's Hell on Wheels truck on the podcast yesterday. You mentioned that you're not sure what else we do. So we thought you might be interested in reading about the work that we do and our victories for animals. And there's a link, so if I click that, it would open it up, and I'm not going to click it. Including prompting the rescue of over 4,000 beagles from notorious laboratory supplier in Vigo.
I want to be part of it.
Oh, you want to take over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Securing the rescue of 25 chimpanzees and counting from decrepit roadside zoos and private homes, as profiled in HBO's Chimp Crazy, and exposing cruelty to animals at a, in quotes, humane turkey supplier, leading to landmark charges and 10 convictions so far.
Thanks again, and if you have any other questions about our work or about any animal abuse, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'd be happy to hear from you anytime. Kind regards, Wes Burdett, Press Officer, Media Relations, 801-205-1607, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Now, I don't care about PETA. which that's important to make very clear. But I love the fact that I got this email. I think that's really cool. Like, they have a guy. And I Googled about him yesterday. And
I was wondering if you Googled.
Yeah, I Googled him. And he's like the dude who does the podcast. Like, one of his jobs is like podcast media.
Ooh, you should ask him to come on your podcast.
I thought about that because it's not even that he just said, we know you talked about PETA. He knew that we talked about Hell on Wheels, and he know that I mentioned that we're not sure what else we do. That means he sat down and he listened to 30 minutes of me talking just to hear the one thing about what I said about PETA, because I say a lot of dumb shit in my podcast, and he listened to all of it. So I wonder if he thinks I'm cute. You think he thinks I'm funny? Should I ask him? I need to send him something. What should I send him?
Oh, we're going to decide this right now.
Yeah, so the next podcast we can let people know what he said. Do you think I'm funny on my podcast?
Is that really what you're going to send him?
Yup.
You typed it. Are you really about to hit send?
Send.
Oh my goodness, he just hit send.
Well, he said if you have any other questions about our work. Well, I would say if he finds me funny or not is part of
Oh
his
my
work.
goodness. See, I thought you should send out a professional sounding reply to invite him to be a guest on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
what you thought?
Do you think I'm funny also works?
I specified, do you think I'm funny on my podcast?
Oh my goodness.
Because I didn't want him to think I'm just wondering if he thinks I'm funny in general. We're learning a lot about Spain, about PETA, and about me. And I'm the most important of them all, as they say in Spain. That's another Spanish stereotype. They all love me. We went to downtown Newton yesterday, but we did not get to see the PETA truck. I think it came around the Oink Joink around 5 o'clock, and we didn't get over it until like 5:30, 5:45.
I don't know if it's true, but I did see where somebody on Facebook said that the truck got shooed away because of noise ordinances.
I saw a video of it parking and them turning on the noise, and I saw a video of residents like belligerent, but being not belligerent, but what do you call it when they're being belligerent?
Oh, when they're like, oh my goodness, the word I'm thinking of is,
Belligerizing?
it's not haggling, it's the other one. Like when you go to a comedy show and you're,
Oh yeah, when you're in the comedy show, you're in the audience, and you're being mean to them, and you're annoying them.
people listening to this are like, oh, we know
They're
the
all
word
saying the
and we
word.
wish we could tell
I like
you.
belligerating,
It's not,
haggling.
haggling is when you want to get a deal. It's the other word.
What is the word?
We'll circle back. No, we won't. We'll forget.
You keep talking. I'm gonna Google it. What else did you see on Facebook about it?
That was pretty much it. I saw where some people like wore T-shirts that were very pro eating animals.
Yeah, I saw that.
But that's
Heckling.
Haggling. I was close. Haggling.
She got the H. I said something stupid that I don't want to repeat because it was wrong. Heckling. You know, that's okay. We're learning a lot today.
Welcome to class.
Spanish stereotype. Heckling. I don't know if that's true. I should stop being mean to the Spains.
I don't know why you're choosing them to
I
pick
used to
on.
love that soccer team so much. That was like my international soccer team. Every World Cup, I would pick Spain to do it, to all the wins. And so I have a Spain hat because I won the World Cup pick'em one year, and my prize was a hat for any team. And so I picked the team that got me to the championship, and it was Spain. So I have a special spot in my heart for Spain. So if you're listening to this, Spaniards, I just want to let you know that I got you in my heart of hearts. I got you. I'm one of you. I went to Honduras.
Oh my goodness.
They speak
This
Spanish.
is the most like white person saying I have a black friend thing that I have ever.
Whoa! I do have black friends.
Oh my gosh, I hate this so much.
You started it. You brought black people into it, which is not bad.
Oh my
You
god.
brought. Okay, never mind. We're gonna leave this topic real quick because it's not going. Maybe I should leave the Spaniards alone.
Yeah.
We'll probably circle back to them, like a soccer ball. Got him.
It's March. It's not soccer time anyway.
No, it's not. They don't play soccer in March. I took Hanley to her first soccer game. Was like 5 months ago now.
I have no concept of
5 or
timing.
6. We went to Atlanta United.
We went.
Versus Columbus, maybe. I don't remember. They lost. But it was cool. It was the first time at Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz is nice.
My favorite part was that was the place that we went, and they had all the football helmets from the high schools, and so I saw the school that I work at.
Oh, right. And it was
helmet.
before you had started yet.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay,
so it
I was like the school that I'm gonna work at. Like I knew that I was gonna be working there.
And we
Okay,
saw,
yeah,
we
yeah.
won't say the school because We don't want you to know where she is. We don't want you to find her and get her to touch your butt. Get her to. That sounds bad, yeah? Yeah, that sounds bad. I take that back. I didn't say that. Edited. It's been edited. It's been censored. It's late, y'all. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. So yesterday, we went to downtown Noonan for the Art Walk, which neither of us have ever been to the Art Walk before. True?
True. I've been to things where they had art, but never the art
You've
walk.
seen a child with a painting and stared at them. Same thing. Same thing. I have graffitied in downtown Noonan, so that
Is that a
counts.
true story?
I chalked the ground during the Black Lives Matter walks. They had chalk that you could write on the ground, and that is technically a form of graffiti.
Is it?
I don't think so. Should I Google it?
Where was I? And they yelled at my child for using chalk. I don't remember.
Were you in downtown Noonan?
I bet it was that Carl Miller Park. They're so particular there. Anyway,
Which one's Car Miller's?
it's the Noonan Utilities Park,
That's what I thought.
but they're all like, you can't have pretty much anything other than
Don't touch our patios.
Yeah.
That's for the squirrels.
you can come outside, you can have feet. I'm making jokes. I actually really like that park. It's really lovely, but they do have a lot of rules.
They do have a lot of rules, and they have little people who ride around the little golf carts to get you in trouble for stuff.
Probably helps keep us safe. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for that.
Scotland brought like a skateboard or a scooter once, and they told her she couldn't ride it.
Yeah,
It's
lots
just
of rules.
Bull crap. Y'all gonna let my kid ride a scooter at a park? What is this? Private park? Yeah. Who is Carl Miller?
I don't know.
If you had to guess, what do you think he did?
Probably gave a lot of money to the county.
Well, his park is like the poop park, right? It's like the sewage system. Isn't it? Isn't Carmel Park like the sewage park? Like the water and sewage?
I mean, Noonan Utilities gives us electricity. Oh, we just, I'm not even going to do it. We just started talking about electricity in my class and nuclear power and how that happens with nuclear fission. But I won't.
You won't do what you just did. Thanks for not doing that thing you just did. I could have sworn it was like Carmiller, water and sewage. Okay, I'm going to look it up.
I mean, I don't know. I know that they do electricity and they do water. So I guess technically you could make the argument that they are the sewage park.
And what goes in sewage?
What goes in sewage? A few things. More than should. People flush ridiculous things down the toilet. Are you Googling, is it the sewage park?
I don't say that.
This is
Oh,
not
it's
what
on
we were supposed to
Sewell
talk
Road. Maybe I'm just getting that confused.
I think that's
Sewell
what it is.
sewage. Yeah, I'm just thinking that maybe the park just reminds me of a bunch of poop water. I don't know. What happened yesterday that we were talking about?
The art
The
walk.
art walks.
The beautiful art walk that somehow led you to Sewage Road.
Sewage Road, take me home.
To a place I want to forget.
Oh, you okay. So we went there and we didn't buy anything. We bought zero art. But it was really neat. It was cool to see there are some really talented artists in Noonan, and I'm sure they set up at Market Day too, and I haven't been to a Market Day in a while, but when I do go to the Market Days, I don't look at the art. I look at jewelry and stuff like that. So, because I know I'm not going to buy art. I'm not going to buy a fancy painting of a dolphin or a Trump or a
duck. I saw a lady buy a duck picture.
or Noonan. I'm not going to buy a painting of the buildings outside of Noonan, but they're really good at doing it. The people, if you have the kind of money and you're into art, and you've not been to an art walk, which it wasn't nearly as packed as a Market Day. So we were there for 2 hours off and on, right?
Yeah, if we were better citizens, we would have gotten the names of the artists we really like so we could talk about them on here. We didn't do that.
There's one lady I thought you said you bought from before. Do you remember her name?
Oh my gosh, it's
She got an accent. She's not from Spain, is
oh my
she?
gosh, I'd have to Google it. I think I'll Google it, but she makes jewelry. I'd have to. We'll circle back.
We'll circle
maybe? I
back.
don't.
There was one that we really liked, and Hanley was a big fan of, and we talked about her being a big fan of them, and we spent a good bit of time looking at. But we don't remember her name.
She's from the Ukraine.
She's from the Ukraine. That's right. She had the little Ukraine flag. So, which is not Spain. So, That's 1 point.
Her last name, it's like Petrovsky or something like that, and she makes like earrings and necklaces and stuff. I don't want to say weird. It's different.
No,
it's
unique.
eclectic, and I like it.
No, I liked it a lot too. And a lot of paintings that were based on Noonan. Some ceramic stuff. We saw some ceramic stuff. Some cool jewelry. There was the cool section that was like, it was the Noonan High student art.
Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite parts.
Tell us
They had
about
some
it.
really cool stuff. They had one that was like sectioned off into 4 different squares, and it was a cat space that I really
Oh, the
liked.
kitty cat.
Yeah, and these poor children were out there, and the wind was blowing so hard, and they kept having to catch their canvases that were trying to fly everywhere, and they were very darling, and their art was great.
It was great. It was so great. The wind wanted it. The wind wanted to
wind wanted
purchase
it.
it. I helped them put it back up. So really, if they sold that one painting, I should get credit for it because now it has Harold DNA. So it's worth at least 50 cents more. It moved up in value. We went to some new stores. For me, I'd never been into Gillyweeds before.
I like
It
Gillyweeds.
was my first time inside of the Gillyweeds, and it was a lot like those other stores in downtown Noonan, but it had a purse that Hanley really liked, but was broken. They were selling a broken purse.
I don't think they knew. I debated it. I was like, should I tell them? What should I do? And it was so busy in there. I'm like, okay, we're still moving. And I'm like, I don't know. I panicked and I didn't tell them about the broken purse.
Yeah, the buckle was like disconnected, and it wasn't like broken, like it was still usable, but it was a super cute purse. It was like different colored rectangles.
Yeah, I almost bought
She
it.
almost bought it, but then she noticed that it was broken, and she didn't buy it. We were at, what was the little store we went to not too long ago that you almost bought the earrings, but one of them was broken? Like one of the jewels had fallen
That's
off.
the store that's the Corner Arts
Corner
in
Arts.
downtown. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
love
did tell
Corner
them though.
Arts.
I was like, hey, I just wanted
That's
you
the
to know.
thing.
this
Why
is
did you tell them but not Gillyweeds?
Because it was busy in one and not the other.
That's fair. We were the only ones in the Corner Arts, I think. I go there to buy soap. I love their soap. And
That's Shay's soap.
Shay's. Yeah, way to go, Shay. If you're listening to this, which I'm sure you are, because everyone in here listens to this, you got some dope soap.
I remember her stuff because she has the Skeeter spray.
Skeeter.
It's so good. It's like essential oils and stuff, but it keeps mosquitoes away and it's natural and it doesn't smell bad. I swear by it. So big plug for that.
Big plug for Shay's Skeeters.
Skeeter spray. She sells it at Market Day
Skeeter on
too.
us, Shay, with your spray. Which sounds gross, but it's not. Because that's what she calls it. We love the Corner Arts. They're so sweet and kind, and they sell those earrings that look like movies and books, and that's where I contacted the lady who then made me special Noonan Time with Harold earrings. She gave them to me the day we went to Sprayberry for our first time. It was the best part of going to Sprayberry was meeting a lady in the parking lot and buying earrings from her. Sorry.
Great lady. Terrible food, but
I
great
think
lady.
about it often. Like I think about because Sprayberry has me blocked. I cannot as Harold go to their page. I can't tag them. I can't do anything like that. And I get it. I was making fun of them for years and years and years before I ever tried their food. I totally get that why they would block me rather than like they don't. They want to pretend like I don't exist, which is what you should do if you're the top dog. They're bigger than me. They should absolutely pretend like I don't exist. Totally get it. But I really was hoping I'd go get their food and I'd get to write like a rave review and be so excited and we'd reconnect and we'd be friends again. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen at all.
For a full recap, you can listen to the Noon and Time with Harold podcast episode of
I
a
think
Sprayberry's
it's called
barbecue
Sprayberry
review.
Barbecue. Yeah, and we have a review on our website too. So they're there in both places. So the art walk. We went to a couple stores.
Ooh, the bag one. I like the bag
Tell us about
one.
the bag one. She's
What's
been
it called?
waiting.
Like Noonan Bag Co. or something. Let me Google it because we need to prep ahead of time the like names of places.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
It's
This
way
is a
better
very improv style podcast.
If when we're talking we don't know things. The listeners love hearing me Google stuff. I've been doing it for almost a year. This podcast has almost been around a year now, and you guys love it. Like I have some of the old episodes on here. All we did was talk about how good Wings and Things is. I was like every episode was talking about Wings and Things, and now I barely talk about Wings and Things. Did you figure it out?
Yeah, it's Baker Bag Company. It's next to that shoe store. Is it Dragon?
I think it's Dragon.
that sounds right. It's the next to the shoe store. It's called Baker Bag Company. I had been in there one time before, but I was in a big rush because Harold was being super sweet, like, take your time. But he went to the car and was waiting for me. And then I was like, I don't want to be super slow and make him wait forever. But anyway, Baker Bag Company, they had such a cute mix of, I'm going to say weird handbags because they were weird, but in a good way. It'd be like, here's a skull, here's a clock. But then in the back, they had comic books. And I almost bought an Eevee, like from Pokemon, keychain. They had sunglasses, just a hodgepodge of things that I found adorable.
But somehow, and this is what when we went to Whimsical, like we complained about how their decorations are hodgepodge, and it's bothersome. Somehow their hodgepodge all made sense.
Yeah, I liked it.
Like everything at the Baker Bag, it all flowed and it connected, and it all felt like different tastes from the same people.
And they were all really nice.
Oh, they were
They're
delightful.
very good with their customer service, very friendly.
They had snacks.
Mm-hmm. The prices were reasonable.
Yeah. I don't know. You didn't buy a purse there. Didn't even look.
Well, we were in a rush because while we were in there, we found out that it was our turn to make it all the way back to meet and greet for our table.
Yeah, we were looking at comic books and carry on a conversation with, I'm assuming, one of the owners. She was in the back talking about comics.
She said she was in charge of like the men's section and the comic books in the back room.
Which, men, sometimes it's okay for a woman to be in charge of your section. Trust me.
She seemed really nice. I liked her. Oh my goodness.
But I love when you go into the men's section, and she said she changes this all the time, but for Art Walk Day, all the comic books that were on display were female comics. They had She-Hulk, Wonder Woman, and Catwoman. Those were the ones on the wall. And I like super girls, super ladies, super women, super heroines. How do you say that?
Heroines?
Heroines? Isn't that just
If that's the word
drug?
you're looking- No, that's heroine singular. Heroines. It's more than one.
More than one drug.
I'm like, yeah, what would be the plural form of more than one heroine? I don't think that. Anyway.
Anyway, it wasn't super drugs. It was super ladies. But I know, yeah. But that was cool. I like going back there, and they had some cool shirts too. There was a really dope Alabama shirt that was like $2.
Yeah, it looked like it was thrifted, and so they only had it for $2.
I don't have I have a couple of Alabama polos because I don't think this has ever been talked about. I was born and a lot of my childhood was in Alabama, so I was raised on Alabama Crimson Tide sports. That was my daddy's thing and my grandpappy's thing, and all of my family's thing. So I have carried over my love for Alabama into my entire life because it reminds me of being a child. But we liked them before they were really good. Now they're not really good anymore. Now they can't even make the playoffs. But, well, they can't make the playoffs in football. Currently, if you're listening to this, they should still be part of March Madness. They're playing tomorrow night, and I hope they don't lose because I enjoy watching Alabama basketball as well.
Meanwhile, I went to grad school at UGA, which would be a problem, except I don't care that much about football, so I now have Alabama earrings.
She now has Alabama earrings.
So he got me.
That I got you. You have a hat too? Or no, there's just a picture of you on one of my hats.
Yeah.
I know you have worn an Alabama hat, and it looked perfect.
Yeah, I sent it to my mom, who loves football and loves UGA, so I took a picture of me in your hat to send to her.
That's right. That's such a good picture. Love that picture. It looks so good in my Alabama stuff. But she won. We did college pick'em last year, like one of the tournaments where you pick every college football game every week, and whoever gets the most at the end right wins a prize. And Hanley over here won every single week from week 1 to week 15 or whatever. She was in first place the whole time, so I got her a Georgia Nutcracker.
Yeah,
And
it's a UGA nutcracker.
A UGA Nutcracker, and it showed up without a hand. The hand broke during shipping. And I said, Hanley, this means Georgia's going to lose their playoff game. And you know what happened? Georgia lost their playoff game.
It's all our
I don't
fault.
remember which one that was to. Maybe Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame beat them. I'm not going to look it up. I've done too much Googling. Hey, good transition bringing up that we got our place in line at meet and greet. You want to talk about meet and greet?
We always like meet and greet, I would say. And the service is always super lovely. This server. So I am not one to want to inconvenience people, but I was like telling Harold, like, okay, do I want to get a full beer? Do I want to get a flight? She's like, oh, I can bring you some samples. You want? And I was like, okay, I'll take a sample of this IPA. She's like, oh, well, do you want one of both? I'm like, oh, both IPAs? Sure. So then she brings it to me, and I have both samples. And I'm like, actually, the other thing I was considering was the stout, so I think I'll get a glass of that. She's like, then she describes it to me. I was like, oh, that sounds really odd. Because she was describing it to me because she was telling me it was odd. She's like, okay, let me warn you. This is what this is. So then she brought me a sample of that one. She was very, very lovely. And I had actually had her as a server before, and she was equally lovely. So their food is good. Their service is great. Their french fries are the best, even though Harold said that some of their french fries were better. I disagree. Oh, wait, I think you said steak.
I was about to say steak and shake fries are
No,
perfect.
their fries are garbage.
Those little skinny ass babies, I love those.
No, meet and greet fries are so good. Steak and shake, but
Another great thing that Meet and Greet does is their waiting, the way they do the waiting.
that was so good. I appreciate that so much.
Is just you get there and they put you on a list and they text you and you can just check and see what place in line you are. So we were able to, we started on like 12th place in line. They said 45 minutes to an hour. And we're like, all right, well, let's go finish doing the art walk. So we were able to just do the art walk and make it all the way around, see everything else. And really good timing because we were at like the furthest away building when our table was ready. Mm-hmm. They're like, you got 5 minutes to get over here. I think we made it in like 7 minutes. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. No problem whatsoever. I love that system. That's such a, like, why doesn't everyone use a system like that?
Probably costs money.
Yeah. Like Steak and Shake does like I hate the buzzers. Here's your little black square.
Who
It's
is
gonna buzz
waiting
on you.
in line at Steak and Shake?
Oh, I didn't mean Steak and Shake. I meant Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse, that makes more
Texas
sense.
Roadhouse does the buzzer.
That's old school.
Nobody waits in line at Steak and Shake. I don't know if Texas Roadhouse still does the buzzer. Last few times we went, we didn't have to wait. Last time it was my birthday.
Yes. Your birthday.
Where nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad happened on your birthday.
What do we eat at Meet and Greet? We had hot dogs. I've never had a Meet and Greet hot dog. I can't think of the last time I've had a hot dog besides at Meet and Greet. I don't eat hot dogs because I'm diabetic and the buns is just so much bun. And so I'm like, it's not worth it. I eat brats, like just naked brats. I microwave them, wrap them up in a paper towel, microwave them, and I gullet them down shove my throat. Beautiful speaking. You're welcome. But a hot dog, like a real hot dog, shit's good.
Yeah, and you had one with like pimento cheese, right?
Yeah, I had a pimento cheese. I don't remember what it's called. I said it was the PCB, but I don't think it was the PCB.
That sounds like it could be true.
PCB stands for pimento cheese.
Maybe bacon? Was there bacon on
Cheese
it?
bacon. I think that's it. I think that's what PCB stands for. I really want to Google it, but I won't. But I think that's what it is.
The heavy hitter dog is the one I like. It comes with bacon jam and chili mayo and jalapenos that I pick off. But I know.
What'd you say?
I stumbled a little over
try it again?
jalapenos.
You want to try it again one more time?
Jalapenos.
Ooh, that was hot. Damn, that got me.
I think you just like
God,
it.
you riding my Pinot.
Oh no. Your Pinot Noir.
Jalapeno.
Oh dear.
Keep going.
But I take the jalapenos off because I don't actually like the spiciness, but a little bit of the flavor. Anyway, meat and greet's good. Oh, we had the Brussels sprouts. That was kind of weird.
Jalapeno.
Wouldn't get those again. But everything else, fantastic every time. What is happening right now? You know we're still recording, right? You're saying about jalapenos.
Well, I'm trying to play something, but it's... There we go. This is the Spain national anthem. That's a bop. It's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good, yeah.
It's over 2 minutes long.
Oh my goodness. Harold's dancing. Still going. You good?
I was reading on the internet recently. I don't remember who it was. Somebody was complaining or making fun of the fact that every other country for their national anthem sings along. And then for the United States, you all stand there silently as if your country died and you're listening to like a eulogy.
That's such a good
I
point.
was like, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, never mind. We'll save that for a later episode. I wanted to talk about Goo Goo Gaga, but we'll go with that.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if I'll ever work a job again where I get to sing the national anthem at work. I doubt it. Oh my gosh, it's happening again. You're so into this.